Like now they rely a lot more on executes.
Well, we are in, and the first round has been done already. It was too ludicrous to show you, so we skipped that one. But we're back through now. Things are a little bit more PG for the rest of the matchup. Endpoint over on that CT, the T side actually, and we've got Epiphany Bolt starting off on the CT side, Ben.
Yeah, so the interesting thing here is Epiphany Bolt do have the CT side. Getting ecoed on nuke as T is actually quite common. Right, so obviously you've got a lot of close angles. It's very hard to clear everything properly unless you have the mollies for it. And it's probably likely we'll see Endpoint take outside and then just slowly try and close in, get as much control as possible, and then just constrict them.
Like a boa constrictor.
Essentially, yeah.
Or kind of like a python that's got around your foot. You didn't see it, and it was in a bush. Weber looks like he could lose his face here, though. Oh, hello. Not going to be able to land that shot. Goodbye.
Yeah, probably not worth actually shooting at him then. It's probably better to just have the info. Because obviously the CZ only has 24 bullets. He just lost 6 of it in one little burst without getting hit. Wolfie does get killed, yeah. Like I said, this map's a bit dodgy when it comes to actually playing an anti-eco. You run into a group of players, there's too many angles for you to check.
Oh, things are going very south very quickly. Thomas has just shut him down with the CZ. 2 kills to either of them. Shaney coming in with the frags as well. Well, you predicted it, Ben. It's been done.
Yeah, it's a very common thing, and that mentally is a horrible thing to experience. Like, you've managed to only get 1 kill, and you've been completely done by a scout and a CZ. Like, you have to be thinking, how has that happened? But it depends if the players are thinking, how has that happened? Do they start moaning about it, or do they just forget it, move on, next round, carry on?
Yeah, there is sort of that question of how do you deal with these things and continue onwards. Let's see if Endpoint can try and keep it together, though. This time as they look like they're going to be grouping up, trying to go for that outside burst.
It's a very outside-heavy play here, isn't it? 3 Deagles, 2 P250s. They've only got 1 flash. They used their 1 smoke they had. I'm not sure how they're actually going to cope there.
Yeah, Shaney playing close, just going to be sitting in Mac with a scout. Gets the tag out, has to switch out to the CZ, though, as he's being pushed from either side. Pulse will take him down with the Deagle, Ben, and recover the scout. Oh, Luzzer comes through as well. Chris with the Deagle, Chris with the Orb.
It's a bit questionable that Shaney was actually playing garages then. I feel like he should have known they were either on Deagles or they're on some sort of horse bat, and he would have got the early info from 1 smoke being thrown. So it's a bit questionable why he was actually there to begin with, so bit of an error there from Shaney.
Unlucky stuff. Obviously does transfer the scout in the hands of Pulse. So they are armed ever so slightly. You've got the Deagles to work with. P250 on Aaron.
What is huge to hear is Wolfie's pushed lobby and got info. There's nobody out there right now. He's walking behind to try and get as much info as possible, but they don't have anybody on Epa right now. And I think Endpoint have gone up nest and they've cleared it. They know it is clear. Yeah,
not boding well so fast. They haven't been able to take site control. Wolfie's only just got behind. Obviously, he's going to be getting that info and passing that over to his teammates, but what can he actually achieve? UMP in hand.
He needs to get this kill if they have a chance.
Oh, does take down Weber.
Coming up then is a lot easier on this new nuke because due to there being no window, as shown right there. You only have 1 real angle to check.
Yeah, very easily done there as they just burst out onto the site. There is 2 frags back in their favour though. Luzzer and Pulse come through, luckily enough. It's just on Elo.
Elo.
Yeah,
he's got 2 flashes on the kit. It is winnable, but it's probably not worth going for it now. Like, he's got the CZ, he can drop that to a teammate. He can probably drop another CZ, in fact, next round if they do need it. It's just a bit of a shame that the rounds kind of collapsed like that, really, because, you know, it starts off with Shaney dying outside, but the second death straight after it in quick succession like that, obviously Luz is clearly under a really nice 1 Deag. Like, so that happens sometimes. CS, the Deagle is incredible, no matter what iteration of the game you're playing. So that happens sometimes, but you just need to be correct on the rotations and everything, capitalize on, you know, the enemy's movement. They knew nobody was lobby, so why have a guy ramp? It's a bit questionable. Yeah,
it's true. Interesting to see what Epiphany Bolt opt to actually go for into this one as well, as they did save 1 AK over on Elo. The rest of them just going to be switching out to those CZs, Ben.
Yeah, I like this, actually. They all had about $3,000 each then, and, you know, Elo dropped his CZ to either Wolfie or Dom. And then Thomas had enough money to get a Kevlar still, and they know they could buy next round no matter what here, which Endpoint might not know. They might just think they're on Kevlar pistols, and then obviously they've got to save the AK.
It's a slow play so far from Endpoint, though. Playing against the anti-eco just in case. Obviously, Max holding for the smoke, but there is no push just yet. Max going to be tiptoeing his way through. Depends if he is actually ready for this. There could be a confrontation.
Yeah, they've not gone outside this time against the anti-eco. They're deciding to group together towards ramp, which is a good call. Grouping together against eco is his best call, and Max checks the angle perfectly.
Max has done him, to be fair. Elo obviously playing anti-flash with Zom there as a support. It could have worked fantastically if he was allowed to flick round. Obviously quite a nice angle to spam down on those head hit boxes, but Max has just donned it.
Yeah, against an eco, you're always going to be checking that boost, just in case. Like, it's a common area, you usually get a free kill out of it. If the first player doesn't check, you get him, and the round could go absolutely haywire from there. But somehow they've given up 2 more kills. It's 3v3.
They're making a retake out of it. They're definitely starting to make it work as they've been invited back in. Oh, Weber comes through with the AK though, but it's only 1. Thomas takes him down.
That's a good trade.
Shaney is the last man left standing, situated towards ramp right now as he slowly encroaches on towards the bomb site. Time is there, but he needs a kit. He had no weapon to work with, and Aaron will cut his head clean off.
That trade by Max there on Weber was very, very crucial this round. Like, if Shaney'd obviously moved in at the same time as his teammate came out of vents, it could have been completely different. But very good trade from Max. Overall, really good round from him.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Those 2 entries were critical to the round's success. So definitely towards ramp looking good. But the buys do come through. We do see Shaney going to be done in the AWP. We know what he can do with this weapon. Obviously, has always caused a bit of a commotion with it in the past. Is his outside control going to be more effective now he has the weapon?
It is a glass cannon AWP. But he doesn't have to worry about the outside railing. Oh, he only tags him. It is nice to see Lezzo on the AK again. It was something he used to, he was doing quite a bit on XL in the past. Like, recently at least. He was down on the AK a lot more on T side. And this was something that, in the old Endpoint, he wasn't a fan of. He wanted the AWP a lot. And even though we were winning with AK, he really wanted the AWP. Yeah,
that's the thing. We actually saw, obviously, all the way through Elite Series that Lazar was a lot more effective once he did start using that AK for the site entries and then using the AWP when he had it in his hands on that CT side. That's where he was utilised the best of his abilities, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. He really underestimates his AK ability.
Oh, he's crisp. He can take heads off from miles away. Thomas is going to be showing that off, though.
Yeah, he spammed through smoke. It's quite unfortunate for Lazar, really. He got lagged, didn't he, earlier on in the round. But they do get 2 down secret, though. I'm going to be interested to see what Weber does from, I believe he's on silo.
You have got Dom watching the cross as well. Pulse peeks out, misses the initial contact, but Aaron, he's never going to miss when he goes for that face. There is a response from Elo on towards Mighty Max, as it is now a 5v3 then. 4v3, rather. Yeah,
it was quite greedy by Dom. He missed the first shot, he needed to just pull back. He has the info, just accept that and let them push her forward a bit and get his teammates to rotate. But Shaney does pick off Aaron there. So is Weber under nest right now? I think this round's all on him.
Well, Weber gets the first, tries to make something out of it. Slides his way up the ladder as well, goes for the second peek, gets the info.
That's good info.
He knows his
Pulse
location.
can get this kill, the round is very winnable.
This could be huge as long as Pulse actually plays this. Has the bomb though.
Has Wolfie done him?
Oh yeah, it doesn't clear it, goes through. Wolfie takes him down. Weber the last man left alive for 13 seconds. Just got to save.
Yeah. But again, because of the economy situation, they lost, what was it, 3 players in that eco round last round, Endpoint. They only had at most, I think it was 2750, which means this buy is very, very rough next round. I think it was Aaron at 2750, so he's on 4150. Actually, he'll be on 4450. So you've got, I think it's about 3 AKs they can get here if they go for the buy, but it's a bit of a rough one.
Yeah, that's not going to bode well. Oh, Max goes in with the investment of the UMP, though. They are going to go for it.
Does Lezzo go AK armor? If he goes, okay. Not many grenades to work with. 3 smokes and only 2 mollies.
What do you think?
This could bode for an A-rush.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going for the outside smokes.
Did you set up?
So this is the VP strat that actually went over.
Oh.
Well, at least the smoke's set up
the
from the start.
breakdowns.
They might be doing the full strat though. There is potential. I'm interested to see how they go outside here. Because obviously they have 1 smoke on Aaron left now. They didn't do the close one, so peeking that bit is very, very scary.
HE could be deadly as well. Actually does tag him up a little bit. Shaney unfortunately able to get the first 3 frags. Wolfie gets 1, but he's traded back out. Aaron with a double now. And that's the site entry they wanted. This could go very well in their favour. Thomas, you can see a little bit afraid to peek. The Molotov comes through, completely zones him out. Shaney can't do too much now because of the smoke as well, Ben. Still 1 minute and 13 left on the clock, and they've got the site completely how they want it.
Yeah, I feel like Shaney needs to get at least 1 just then when they were pushing around. I think he was quite unfortunate. I think he shot the actual main wall. But when they're running close main like that and he isn't smoked off or flashed, he needs to get 1, at least. With his teammate in main fighting it as well, he needs to.
Yeah, that's the thing. We saw Wolfie actually do a pretty effective job. If he had support there, could have gone massively in their favour. Obviously, if Wolfie would have got 2 frags as well, could have slowed him down a little bit, given the extra leeway they needed to play with. But at least they are going to save 3 weapons. They will be able to drop those back over.
Yeah, and I think it was 3 alive last round as well. So ideally, this situation works out where they do have at least another M4 as well as maybe UMP or FAMAS. However, he's left himself in a bit of a weird situation here. He should be able to get out if he wasn't so hesitant.
Yeah, trying to exit a little bit late there. Does go down to Lazar. Obviously, that's the AK coming through that we spoke about.
3 alive. Yeah. That money is horrible though. 2200 at most. I'm not sure if they force around it. The Shaney has Kevlar. They could go for it, but it's a very risky one right now. They're battling the economy. Don't think they will. Elo's on a double eco though, that's the thing. Oh, they are going for it. Here we go. Bold move, very bold move.
Shaney's lost his AWP, Dom's got it, it's all motion, no one knows where it is. Wolfie's got the AWP, no one has it, Shaney's got the UMP.
Wolfie's still got the AWP.
And he's trained it back. Nice.
If there was a good spawn to be had, it hasn't been used.
He's going to go for the peak though, see if we can find that first frag.
This should be a good kill here.
Oh, he has spotted out Weber.
He knows he's up there. But Weber's an experienced player, he shouldn't peek this without any flashes being thrown. He knows to let his teammates get the first contact, or at least get all the way down. The only reason you go up there is to actually get somebody if they're playing close outside.
Thomas. Nice job on the tags, though. He does lower Luzzer and Pulse a little bit, and they've got tons of information from it. There just needs to be a quick response. The reshuffle goes down towards the B site then.
Well, questionable decision by Dom again. Like, he's gone out to try and face, like, make the hero play, which it just wasn't needed. You're already 4v5 right now. They're coming into you, get in positions to crossfire with your teammates, and just overwhelm them. Like, there's no need to go for a 1v4.
Aaron. He's crisp.
Crispy today, isn't
He is. He loves it. He's a bit of an online-animal. Takes him down one by one. Wolfie is
Elo's
dead.
alive under him right now.
There could be a potential play, as he is still holding
I
from
think
dark
Max saw
spot.
him. Oh, am I going crazy? Oh no, Max didn't see him.
See Aaron on the hunt as well. Stop Shaney, so there's no save door. Elo gets 2, but in reality, that doesn't really add too much to that CT side. Endpoint now, 5 rounds secured, and they get a free op as well. So Luzzer can don that, might as well use it, see what he can achieve.
Yeah, it is interesting. Max has recognised now the economy war has finally been finished. Like, they cannot buy this round. I'm going Max 10, I'm going to get some info with it. I'm interested to see where he'll actually go with it, though. He might go fast ramp, possibly. I don't think Upper works that great with it.
Let's see. We have some Max cam, see what the Mighty is up to.
He is
going for the sprint.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's just holding lobby.
He's put brakes up.
Yeah. Maybe he's holding for the lobby crunch. That's quite a common thing to do when you only have USPs or anything like that, because chances are you won't be able to actually overwhelm too much if they come outside or inside lobby.
I'm going to go for the white face. Tried to take it, wanted to see if he could just achieve something there in that situation. Goes down to Aaron anyway.
Somebody. unless that was a nade earlier on. Could have been a nade earlier on Luzzer.
Max with the flank as well. He's going to get caught between a rock and a hard place. Killed Wolfie though, but Elo will take him down. Can grab himself a nice little Mac 10. He's got a Biggie Smalls weapon to play with.
Yeah, so that's 2 people seen on Deathcom at least. But I'm interested to see how Elo goes here. He's seen the shadow. Ooh, if he goes up behind them, he could make a huge play.
Oh, gets one, takes down Pulse. He knows his limits though, he's going to drop back in. Oh, gets tagged up as well. That's not as effective as you'd want it to be.
That's not ideal.
It's not really gone too well. It's been a bit of a mess so far from Epiphany Bolt in terms of communication.
I'm just kind of confused. He probably could have just come on the outside raffle right behind him. A bit of a long-term play, but might have redeemed more.
Well, there was a CT side eruption up the ladder, but Aaron was there to deal with it. Or, Elo grabs the AK, stealthily does it, as he wants to be a bit of a silent assassin. Just try and get out of there, ideally. If you do get an exit frag, it's worth it.
He's been here before and he didn't exit quick enough. He needs to get that kill and get straight out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for more. I'm not too sure. Does he think they're that close to him? He's heard him above him. Actually, not a bad play, actually. Going slow walking towards ramp. The bomb might kill him, though, because he's got no Kevlar. Oh, he does 5. Oh. The more you know.
He was looking at the bomb. Just like Source. There's no damage. It's all good.
Source myth. Oh, it's a CSGO myth, at least. It did,
What,
it did work, yeah.
It did work.
Yeah,
I remember that. It doesn't work in CSGO.
Yeah, people still do it.
Do they?
Yeah, it's
That's always nice.
it doesn't make a difference unless...
Just look at the bomb! Just sitting in pit on Inferno.
No orphan action for Epiphany build this time. Not many nades either.
No, it's not. I wonder what this is actually going to be played then as well. If Shaney tries to take this a little bit more aggressive, it could catch them off guard potentially. Oh, Wolfie's incredibly low early on. Luz is actually down by the Molotov, sent off to the Burns ward.
He must have had a decent spawn for that hut peak. The hut peak's really, really actually useful to actually use now, because it's, you know, obviously they have to go across that way and the rafters are much further on. You can easily get a peak across all the way to the, I think it's about halfway across the silo range. And obviously it's not worked out very great for him.
Do you know what it's called when Luzzer dies to a Molotov?
Interpt.
A crispy duck.
Ah, yes.
There you go.
Yeah. I was thinking interpt because I remember there's many times where we call it a Luzzer when you can hear a deagle being spammed on the other side of the map, and then you'll see him die to a headshot with the deagle, and he'll say, "He's 1D'd me," and it's just obviously not true.
The old classic. Let's see what Dom can do this time around, though.
A big play.
Yeah, this has to be huge to actually slow them down as they're converged on that site. They're going to be bouncing in all angles. Tries to find a better angle to play with. Gets a read, but you can see he is timid. Oh,
that's clearly a bait smoke, though.
Weber straight into the site. Tries to clear the angles. Wolfie takes him down. There's a response from Max with one. Wants to try and grab a second. Shaney? Did he not hear what was going on? Oh. Thomas is stuck on the ladder. His feet got stuck in the little slits. He couldn't get it out. He was just stuck. He had to try to take his shoe off. It's all gone wrong. Dom just waiting. He knows what TV dinner feels like, Ben.
The only assumption I could feel like for Shaney looking the wrong way then was that there was somebody either under or outside me running around quite a bit and just putting him off, I guess, is the only way. Unless he simply just was not getting communication, which could be true. We don't know that.
Oh.
He does have a kit. but Aaron has been on ball this game.
That is true, and he only has 19 HP. So if he gets shot, he will go down. Aaron just going to be waiting until he taps that bomb. No reason to face. He knows there's time in his hands.
Picked up grenades.
Oh. Yeah, it's over. That is actually.
Aaron played it really well. I want to say he heard the grenade pickup because it is loud enough for you to realise. Unless the grenade has rolled towards him, which case that's kind of unfortunate. If you do play that situation like that, Aaron's 14-3 right now.
That is, yeah.
How many of those are headshots is what I'm wondering, because I feel like I'm only seeing headshots so far.
That is true. This is one of the things as well, we didn't even really touch on how effective Aaron is. I think when you talk about things, obviously, in terms of experience, he's got so much, obviously from the years of 1.6, and now just tearing it up in Go as well. He's always been one of the highly rated UK players. He's been incredible for years.
He's one of those players that you can not play for about 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
He'll load up the game and he'll instantly drop about 25.
Yeah, and he'll just demolish. He's proven that time and time again as well. He's consistent no matter what. And through this round, Endpoint actually looking very effective. There's only 2 players left, Ben. It's a bit of a duo. Zello and Shaney, which could be a sitcom. I'd watch it. I think it'd be pretty good.
I think what happened that round was they did a lobby crunch. And again, Max seems to be the designated lurker in this situation. He's been put in lobby on his own, the other 4 go outside, and he'll hopefully get 1 or 2 minimum. And obviously this time he gets 2. Does drop, but he's done his job. Shaney. Ooh, he's got 3 kills this round.
He's looking crisp. If he actually does find these frags, Webber's only on 1 HP.
That effective right now. The T-side economy is booming, from what I can understand. Yeah, look at that. 11,000 on Webber. Is this going to be a double AWP? Thomas has bought one. Is Shaney going to pick one up too?
Got to bring out the Clorps.
Oh,
they've gone for it.
Double AWP. That is intriguing. I'd like to see where they're actually going to put them, because they haven't had issues toward ramp.
No.
Like I'm assuming AWP at least. So, is that Thomas going outside and then Shaney's going towards ramp?
Yeah, Shaney playing ramp. Oh no. Thomas at ramp and Shaney outside?
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, 1 and 2. Yeah, so Shaney's solo holding, and then I believe Dom went lower. Oh no, he's upper. Okay, so he's upper and then main. So they're really heavily towards this outside push. Like the guy who plays main has been always coming from CT straight outside the main, rather than both coming up nest and doing the pre-molly stuff. If Endpoint had a good upper take, it would work very well right now.
Shaney finds a frag with the AWP though, so both of them have worked pretty successfully. Elo comes through as well, as he takes down Webber. It's just on Pulse and Max. This is where things have got quite dire. Obviously, still a minute left from the round as well.
They could do it just getting guns off them right here. Obviously, they've got a minute, so they do have time to work with. It's just they're still believing in a round victory here. But best case scenario here is they win the round or take at least 2 or 3 guns off them.
Max should be aware of Elo's position. LG gets 1. Max ain't going to miss those. He knows what he's up to. Max with a double headshot as well. Starting to go back to his old tricks. He does love these sort of rounds. This is what I was talking about, Ben. It's the Max round. It's coming out. You know this is where he starts to get it going.
The absolute mighty. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Dom.
Dom has red in there. They do keep the 2 AWPs alive, which is, again, big money move right there. So Shaney drops 1 and 4. Thomas buys more grenades. That's fine. Okay, they still need to win 1 more to break that T economy. Max, is there a drop on the floor for Max? I'm going to assume there is. Yeah. We could see the upper rush that I suggested coming out, because they should know it's a double AWP situation, but they're going back to the outside player.
Oh, yeah, they're trying to take it. They have got the smokes to work with to at least isolate the angle, so they're not going to work out.
They're full committing 5 outside as well. Max isn't lurking in lobby this time. They're fully running it. They know there's only AWPers there. They're not going to spam through smoke. If they get killed through that smoke, I'm lucky.
Yeah. Aaron only taking a small fraction of damage as well from the Molotov. They all get through basically scot-free. They can go for this burst together. They can pincer from both angles. Dom needs to be critical here. Luckily, Elo rotates over to at least assist him, so he's got some kind of backup, but things towards this B side look dire in the past. This time they work quite well.
This is not a great situation to be in. Like, both of them in window side just then were pulling out grenades rather than one of them just committing to the call. I'll cover you. You pull out grenades. Like, that's something a drill team would have. Like, they would know. First person there will smoke it. Second guy just cover it. But clearly a bit of miscommunication there.
Not that coming through.
That's a good plan though.
It is good. Max has actually secured the A site as well, and obviously Webber can rotate over now to assist him. Dom is slowly coming in to do something.
Ooh, this is cheeky. You can actually get back up there. That is nice. That's a big kill from Max too. Max just needs to play as loud as possible if he can here.
Oh, this is smart. They bait them in as well.
Phenomenal.
Don't focus towards Webber.
Oh, wow.
That's big.
That is great utilization of the new nuke right there.
Yeah, that was a nice little boost. That was cheeky.
Yeah, that's like exactly like the old CSS nuke and I think it was first iteration nuke. Boost back up there if you really remember it, and people aren't used to it now. They think, oh, there's no ladder there.
Yeah.
They can't go back up. That's really good play. And they did it silently, which is key.
It's key. You got to have your sneakers on for that one.
That's a rough buy from Epiphany Bolt. Very rough.
Deagle coming out and Shaney though. Maybe you can achieve something with that. So you can blow a few brains out.
I think the round's on Thomas here. He's the only rifle. He might feel it himself that he needs to make the play here. Whereabouts is he? Is he just playing? Okay, he's playing outside. Unless he's lower. Could be out lower. That's the issue with this map.
Yeah.
You can never tell where people are on the radar. They're playing 2 lower. Okay.
Oh, okay. So Thomas spotted Dom. I'm going to flash him through the smoke.
Aaron's not.
Aaron's
phased.
he doesn't care. Max has gone for a double entry as well. Max has been cleaning up these rounds.
There's
Aaron comes in with consistency, and Max just kind of pops off, gives him little digs.
Yeah, there's been a lot of entries from him. It's not something you'd usually associate his game with. He's more, everybody saying he's less supporty in the UK, all this, that, and the other, but grenades. But entries is an interesting one to add to his skill set.
The orb going to be coming out as well from Lazar there. Punishes Shaney with it. Bit of revenge in that shot. We've got Thomas and Dom as the last 2 remaining CTs. Obviously, at this point, essentially, if you can get a save, go for it. Dom has scavenged an AK, so at least it's something more to hold on to into these following rounds. But CT side, things aren't looking too fantastic. Obviously, this is going to be the 10th round now for Endpoint. You've only got 3 on that CT side, Ben. That's not really good enough.
Yeah, before the game, that was where I said that was a chance for comeback. A strong CT side was needed. Like T side, you can kind of, you get the pistol, you can kind of ball out a bit, maybe get the first buy round with a fast rush or something. But 10-3 down right now. It's a bit rough.
Yeah, not the greatest spot to be in. Obviously, none of those rounds that were won by Epiphany Bolt were linked together either. So that economy's been in dire straits essentially the whole game. It's just been when they can actually scavenge a buy together. This is going to be another one of those.
One of the things that there was Endpoint actually won, I think, 6 of the 10 rounds with bomb explosions as well.
Yeah.
They've got the bomb down that many times, which it's crazy to think about, really.
Oh, this could be deadly. Weber, he was trying to go for the Pugmaster play. Bounced his way over, wanted to slip in from the rear.
An upper execute.
Oh, hello.
I'm not too sure about that upper execute. They've mollied main. Max is down, I guess.
It's all on Max.
1v3. No nades though.
Oh, but he makes it work anyway. Max only really needs the rifle. Oh, toys from the door. He knows what to do.
Wolfie being there. Oh god.
Oh, Max is going for it. Just one more frag. All he needs, he gets it. Max. I told you, Ben. It's the mighty Max round. It's what he loves. It's what he lives for.
Such poorly played 2v1 there. Like, Wolfie knew he was close still, and he could have just been like, "I'm gonna wide swing. You tight swing when I go wide."
Yeah.
But they both peek out 1 by 1 essentially, and Max being the player he is, he gets the 3v1.
I think to be honest with you, the story of that retake towards B was everyone faced 1 by 1.
Yeah, I don't know which player it was that faced first just then out ramp, but he just thought, "Oh, I'll just kill him. He had the bomb there. I'll win the round for my team." And they all praise me. I'm the boy. But
that boy. Oh, Aaron. Dink down by Wolfie. There is more to come though. He's going to be set ablaze. There is Hellfire to come towards him. Shaney rattles down, does take down Pulse, so the numbers on the Endpoint side are whittled down, but Lazar spots out Wolfie. That was absolute filth, to be fair.
And he's just been railed. To be fair, he's just been destroyed.
Response from Shaney.
Max and Weber again there. They've won a 2v5. 2v3 is nothing compared to that.
Weber takes down Thomas though. Weber's just waiting as well. If he can, he wants to rack up a few bodies there. See what he can find, Ben, but no one's going to be daring to attempt to duke it out against him.
There's no kit here, and last round of the half. It's going to be a really dodgy one. Shane has a smoke. That's still positive for them right now. He needs to use that molly. Ooh, that's a good shot.
Shane actually landing that shot, though, does open up the round, but obviously if Elo goes down from Weber, Weber can just try and play from vents. Shaney so low, gets the spray. Weber just needs to try and read this correctly now. Obviously, listen out for Shaney.
That's the thing. No kit. Oh. Round is over in 3.
And headshot as well.
Headshot will do.
Classic Brandon. 12-3 half.
That's rough. That is really rough. They needed at least, I'd say, about 7. At least.
Yeah.
It's all up to them to, surprise me, essentially, I suppose.
I think that's the thing. The only reason why it does look like such a harsh scoreline as well is because obviously they started off on that CT side. That's where we were kind of thinking, all right, this leans towards their favor. You got some potential to work with. You just need to have a strong open CT half. When that doesn't work out, coming into your T half with that scoreline being that different, that's where not only is your morale down, but it's also such a hard grind to even potentially get back into that game.
Yeah, one thing that you could argue was an error on their half was essentially, so there was that first, I think it was about 7 or 8 rounds, where they were just playing the economy battle, where they feel like, if we win this round, we will reset them. Sometimes you have to give it up. Like, you know, it's a very big risk. If you lose this round after forcing, you've got another 2 ecos after it. And essentially, that means 3 rounds in their favour. Like, it's a big risk, and obviously it's not paid for them.
Yeah, it hasn't really worked out too well whatsoever. So now Endpoint will be switching over to that CT side. Epiphany Bolt will now be on the T side. 12-3 is the scoreline. Let's carry on with the action.
Yeah, so Max is the kit boy on this one.
Kit smoke.
Yeah. And he's actually, oh, this is interesting, 2 in main, and he's spotting outside. So I imagine this is a battle upper plan. Oh, they're actually just rushing straight up that.
Oh, they're trying to go for it.
Firing sword in main is not working out.
These USP shots need to be deadly, but there's the response. Aaron and Mighty Max, of course, the 2 that you expect. Max! He's just lining them up and knocking them down. Pulse comes through as well for the final one. Weber for the defuse. Round number 13 secured. Ben, you've got the opening pistol. 2 more rounds should follow through with that. This is the game.
So thankfully Epiphany got that plan. Like, at first it felt like Endpoint had kind of screwed up that battle. Like, they're missing loads of first shots, but Max came in with 2 crispy headshots. It does mean that Epiphany do get the plant, like, you know, the next buy round. Yeah. So, I don't know, I'm really surprised. Like, they've done that completely dry, just a delayed upper rush. And they get the plant and everything, but I don't know, I feel like it was a bit predictable.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, obviously. If you can get the side control, you get the bomb down, it works well. But in the situation you're playing for now, you don't really have the rounds to try and play in that style. Lazar as well getting the tags out.
Lazar's peeking a heck of a lot here.
He is risking it. Goes down because of it as well. Dom gonna stump his confidence, try and squeeze that out.
At least this time he did get one digs.
It's coming through. It's coming back in. Oh, Weber though. On the cross especially as well, that is going to be deadly. And you can see everyone immediately backing off, trying to resituate. It's into a 4v4. Shaney's low. Max as well is taking a hit. If they do decide to go towards this A site, it could be pretty deadly. Obviously, Max and Pulse situated towards there. It's not going to be easy.
They're perfectly fine here, I think. Iron's got the info that they're not down secret, and the only possibility is they can come main, they can go back to the lobby and go ramp, which Weber's got, or they come upper. And with 2 upper, Max should smoke main, but he's already got the contact here. He's always with that smoke. They've actually vent dived. Aaron should be in lower, but he might not stop the plant there.
Let's see if they can actually try and slow this down. Elo gets away with it, so at least they get the additional cash as well. But there's the response man with the double spray and the UMP. So
that means they do have an ult if they want it next round. I'm not too sure how vital that will be, because obviously look, there's only 1 or 2 players in the CT side who can actually buy ults right now. I'm not sure if they would drop it for Lazar, because it seems like a bit of a waste investment, which, you know, they don't go for. Shaney has a possibility to buy glass cannon ult bullied. I didn't think it was going to come through. So, will it be something fast is what I'm wondering. Because if you're potentially tilted, you'll be feeling like, just rush it, just do it.
Just flood them. Hit them with the flood.
Because I doubt that they've got the set smokes for outside. And that's the only thing you could make some people have issues with. Instead, it's going to be a classic split and pick for those things. Doesn't bode well for them.
No. Obviously, just playing for picks on a map like this, just playing individual, it doesn't work out as effectively as it does in other positions. Weber going to come through with the first as well, so Shaney's already gone. You do have the response coming out towards ramp, but Elo just basically holding. Lazar comes through, takes down Wolfie. It looks like they have destroyed him from the inside out at this point. Not going to be very stable with just 3 players left.
It was a really confident play by Weber then. He put the smoke up and actually just flash pushed through it and killed Shaney. Like, that's a play you make when you're 14-3 up.
Yeah.
I doubt if it was reversed, I don't think he'd make that same play. It's just one of those which you'll die to it and you'll just be really frustrated. Like, why did he punch? You know, it's typical, you know, you'd be frustrated with yourself as well as them.
Yeah.
It's all falling apart though, 2v5 already.
So losing Thomas as well leaves all things just on Dom. It's only going to be another frag comes out with the AK as he goes down. So only 1 casualty on the Endpoint side. Match point secured. You've got cash to play with. They're going to reinvest anyway because they might as well. And the thing is, they've got 3 AKs that they saved from that round. They're rolling. They're happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, it was Endpoint was one of those teams that if they get the rounds flowing, they get in control and it's hard to stop them.
And especially as well when you look at things at the fact that Aaron came in with, what was it, 14 frags within like the first
14
few
and 3
rounds.
after like 7 or 8 rounds.
And then Max instantly kicked it into overdrive.
Max is on 23 right now, I believe.
It is just...
It's been like multiple 2Ks here and there. Ooh, Aaron!
Oh, he loves it. He comes in with the spray down, 4 kills. There's the final one going to be coming out from Pulse. And that's it. It's done. That was quick. That was very fast.
That's old nukes for you, I suppose. Obviously,
back.
normally it would be CT side that 12 threes, but